Mm. Hi, I'm Kat. Welcome. Welcome to my little, I don't know, couch chat where we're going to talk about things that parents and caregivers really experience. And today we're going to be talking about picky eaters. Yeah, because if you've cared for a child in any kind of capacity, you have been there. Dinner table battles, man. Ugh, right? Kids pushing the food right to the edge of the plate, dropping it on the floor. That deep sigh when the broccoli shows up again. And my friends, the sigh is coming from you because you know exactly what's going to be coming up next. Oh, yeah, I get it. I totally get it. And that's why I have a very simple, non negotiable strategy that's going to shift the picky eater game. Are you ready for this one? Take a deep breath in and out, because every breath counts. On the plate strategy. Okay, the idea is simple, right? Your child doesn't have to eat it. Drop that. That's a you thing right now. Let it go. They don't have to like it, but it has to be on the plate every single time. And don't worry, I'm not going to leave you out there hanging. I've got the exact wording that you can use that's going to put the power into their little hands. Are you ready? Okay. You can choose to eat it or not eat it. That's totally up to you, but it stays on the plate. That's the boundary. That's the expectation. No battles, no pressure, no shaming, just consistency. Yeah. So take a breath in and out. All right. So why would that even matter, it being on the plate? So it's familiar to them. Exposure on the plate is step one. We're looking at the long game, the end game, all right? If it's never on the plate, kids will never learn to tolerate it, let alone taste it. Having it there makes the food familiar. Their brains love that. And kids feel safest with what's familiar. Okay? And then when they see everyone else at the table has it on their plate, whether or not they eat it is not the point. It reinforces this belongs here, this is normal, this is safe. Whether or not they eat it or not, right now is not the win. We're not wanting that. That's their choice. Give them that autonomy. But it's the expectation that it stays on the plate. And that stays the same. Fair? Okay. Now comes for the real hard talk for some parents. No, really. Kids are gonna do what they see before what they're told to do. That is like 101 parenting. So if you're not eating the broccoli, how do you expect them to? Really? Are you going to say, I'm not eating it, but you have to eat it? Like, come on. No, it's not realistic. It's not going to work. Definitely not going to earn you brownie points. And speaking of brownies, you could always hide spinach in them, but that's a whole other video. Okay, so you know what? Monkey see, monkey do. So you want them to eat the broccoli, you're going to have to eat it too. And if you don't want them to eat it, then don't put them in that situation. Okay, so here we come with the brain science alert. Because, you know, I am a total brain science nerd. Because it makes so much sense when you understand it. What's happening in the brain. All right. So when kids get repeated safe exposure to a food, their brain starts to rewire that automatic, this food is dangerous reaction. Because remember, they're still in their lower regions of their brain. So they're still in like their survival brain. And you know what? Yes, broccoli, like a little miniature tree, can literally feel dangerous to a nervous system that craves predictability. It looks different. It smells different. It feels unpredictable. And that can really trigger a resistance or a stress response. And when you kind of look at it that way, you're like, oh. But every time that food shows up on the plate in a calm, safe way, their brain is learning. This food isn't a threat. I can handle this. And over time, the fear response lessens. And curiosity takes over. That's higher regions of the brain. And that is why on the plate strategy works. For real. And now as caregivers and parents, small wins count. So progress might look really tiny at first, but those tiny little steps, remember, they got little feet. They matter. So tonight, the food just sits there. Next week, maybe next month, they touch it. And shortly after, they might even lick it. And maybe, I don't know, a month later, a couple months in, they have a nibble. And then, my friends, you celebrate with cheese. Celebrate, because every one of those little things are wins. We're not looking at the immediate do as I say now, because that's not going to work. It's not about the bite today. It's about building comfort and safety for tomorrow. Yeah. All right. Now, here's some practical tips that can help, trying to start reintroducing this, okay? Keep portions tiny, like literally 3 peas, 1 carrot stick, a sliver of zucchini, whatever it may be, right? And pair it with something safe and familiar on the same plate. So if they like corn, then you put corn and 3 little peas. If needed, meet the kiddo where they're at. Use divided plates or ridges, right? If that helps reduce the overwhelm. Meet them where they're at. Like really, we don't want them to eat right now. That's not our goal at all. We want it to stay on the plate. Stay neutral. So no bribing. No, just 1 bite. No disappointment if they push it away. No, seriously, don't even acknowledge it. It stays on the plate, whatever, that's fine. And then model curiosity. Wow, listen to this carrot crunch. Instead of saying, this is so yummy. You know what I mean? Okay. Now I also have to really do like a nod, shout out there to like sensory challenges, okay? Because let's be real. Sometimes picky eating is more than just, I don't like it. I'm in survival brain. It could be like sensory challenges, to the texture, to the smell, to the sound. I mean, all of that can be really overwhelming to a nervous system. And if that's your kid, fair enough. You'll want to explore something a little bit more different that's more supportive. But even then, on the plate strategy still works because they can choose not to eat it, but it still stays on the plate. Right? Okay, so let's take a deep breath in and out because every breath counts. Seriously, when you're calm, mirror neurons, they're calm. And remember, it really is not about winning the dinner table battle. Not at all. That's not our goal. It's about slowly building comfort and making it familiar, safe, just 1 plate at a time. I would love to hear your funniest picky eater story in the comments because trust me, we've all been there. And if you've got some kind of tidbit that you could help others with, like maybe hiding it somehow in food, whatever it may look like let us share. Let us know. Let's build a community. And if you find this talk helpful, make sure you hit subscribe. If you know a friend who might be struggling to get her kiddo to eat, share. Let's spread the message, man. Like, let's do this. Parenting is hard, and you don't have to do it alone. And this channel here offers brain-based connection, real-world strategies to raise kids without losing your sanity. Have a great day. You guys got this. And yes, for those of you who want to know who's snoring, Yeah. Sir Isaac Newton always sits on me. Have a great day.